Okay, these will go directly on the glass. I have the glass wiped down, alcohol rubbed, and my edges peeled so we can apply them. The only thing I don't think I'm going to like about these is the cleaning process once they're on. It's a matter of how you're going to clean them. Make sure you have enough tape to grab. On one side or the other. The 3D tape, the adhesive tape, the double stick tape, it says to do it when it's at least 65 degrees. I've only had it on the edges on these. I don't have any in the middle, which I could have put some in the middle for a more secure fit, but we're going to see how this works out. Okay, for these, I would like to point out they have these little pieces right here. You have two on the rear. So you hook those, trim on the window. Make sure they're in place. Slide it to where it's flush. Okay. That's how that's going to fit. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and remove part of the 3M. And completely remove those short strips. And on these, just peel it back enough to reach it. On the long ones. On the long ones, I suggest to go ahead and do it on both ends. So if you happen to lose it, it'll hit you. Might want to pull it down because that top edge is going to catch it and stop you from going any further. And pull it up. In my case, I have this tape, this blue tape up there, so I can rub it and make sure it attached pretty good. But in most cases, you're going to have that clear protective guard over it if you order the chrome ones. So I would suggest just leaving that on until you get it in place and then come back and peel it off. In my case, I'm gonna just let this sit for a few days before I wash it or come back and try to clean it up. I'm happy I did go with the chrome offset because it blends right in with the rest of the chrome. Down the front, you're gonna have these holes here. You're gonna have that piece where you're gonna have to fill it in there. So let me go grab that piece. Just to point out, the pack does come with an alcohol swab pad, so you can clean it. Although we wiped it down the first time, you just come back with that, make sure it's clean. And like I said, a pack of hardware for the front, for the hole to plug it in, to hold them in place. And that hardware comes with 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, the little metal hook, the 2 pins, and a centerpiece to hold it. Okay, so now for your front ones, it'll pretty much so far the same process. Take this little protective foam off. I'm not worried about really stripping all of it off at this point, and just get the bulk of it off. I would like to note, for installing the front ones, it does help to roll your window down. Make sure you hook the little hook. It's going to have 2 hooks as well. You're going to have a hook there and one there. I'm going to go ahead and remove this little piece of tape. The short end is peeled on the back. Both ends. And the long strip, peel it back on both ends, and remember to pull it down. You're going to want to pull these down, because if you pull them up, it's going to get caught right at your clip. Now you're ready to put your clip in place. You're going to have 4 pieces, this metal hook, and then your 3 plastic pieces. This here is your cap, your centerpiece for locking, and then that rear piece that fits on the back. This piece will fit in this direction. You see that the finish end will be facing inside, and I guess I'm gonna call this the rough end, be facing out. It will fit in place like in this position. So first, you have that little rubber piece right there. You're gonna sit it behind there. It's gonna slide right in between there, between the hard piece and that little rubber piece. Slide it on up to the hole. Once the hole line up, You're going to take this piece, will go in next. Once you have it inserted, you have the back piece. Like I said, the finished side will face inside. It goes on like that. And then your cap will just fit, push it through to lock it in place. Like that on the outside. And get a good shot of it. Hold on. Now that all that is in place, I'm going to go ahead and fill this off. I already like it much better. I have less of a gap here. It's more natural, lined up, instead of a big wide gap, and then it goes into the visor. I really like that look much better. I was concerned about how it might overlap there, but I'm satisfied with it. The only thing I don't like about these, once again, is when it comes time to clean the glass, these do not come off. So once you place them, they're going to be in place. Try to line it up as much as possible. I'm trying to center it. You have these little clips, these little hooks that fit in over the trim of the glass. That's going to hold it in place. It's going to fit around like that. Going to fit it in there and around, and it's going to hook on that end as such. Peel back a little bit on both ends of the line. Remember to pull it down because these clips will get in the way if you're trying to pull it up. If you have any problems with it sticking, just put your finger in there and pull it towards you a little bit, and then it should pull on out. Now remove this piece of tape I put up there to protect it while I paint it. Okay, now let's get the front one in place. Once again, you got these clips. Just remove the foam. And on the long strip, remember to pull it down. You're pulling it down because if you try to pull it up, you're going to have this clip that's going to stop it. So pull them down. Hook it into the window trim. Now this is what I mean when I'm saying hooking into the window trim. You have those little hooks. your little hook is going to fit in as such. Slide it into place. I want to get it flush to this end. Then I'm going to come for a long strip. If it starts to stick up, put your hand in behind it and pull it forward just a little bit. Wherever it's sticking. And press it on into place. I like that gap much better than the first one. And that fit around the visor just fine. It just slides right into place as such. You slide it up to the hole in the visor. So once your metal piece is in place, put your locking pin through there. Go ahead and line this back piece up. And then push your cap through to lock it in place.